Time now for a check of the full weather forecast. News 10's Tracy Humphrey with the emphasis on full because we're talking about our own drought conditions. The East Coast getting blasted. We've got, I mean, look at North Carolina. It was the whole state got blown up.
They got plenty of snowfall. It moved through Atlanta, through South Carolina, North Carolina, even called out the National Guard for parts of North Carolina. So if you're traveling to the East Coast, keep in mind, still looking at some snow moving through D.C. and New York City, but Raleigh finally seeing a little rainfall and some clearing. So it's definitely been really busy weather-wise for us as well as for other parts of the country. So we'll start things off. Let's take a look and see what's going on in D.C. You can't see much of it there, shrouded in clouds, and again, a little snowfall moving through Washington, D.C. And this is out looking toward the National Park Service. This is furnished by them, looking out toward the monument there, and Washington, D.C. just above freezing at 36 degrees. New York City, I don't even see it here. Well, it is a webcam that is in New York City, but they're looking at some snowfall as well. Temperature above freezing there at 34 degrees. If you're traveling in those locations today, make sure you stay abreast of the weather. You could definitely run into some delays, and we don't like delays. I don't, especially in the airport. You learn a lot about yourself waiting in the airport in long periods of time. Okay, so here we go. We got some snowfall moving in through parts of Iowa as well as parts of Minnesota. And again, back to the East Coast. Here we go. Some snowfall still in parts of Pennsylvania, also moving in through New York State and moving in through the Massachusetts area. But the rainfall back behind it again, finally moving in through parts of the Carolinas. Closer to home, we're talking about some rainfall as well. You have to deal with the clouds, at least for the first half of the day. And then eventually a cold front's going to move in. And once that cold front crosses the area, it's going to bring us a couple of different things. Some snowfall will be moving in for the Sierra in the overnight. High winds are going to be moving in as well. Breezy conditions for the valley, but a high wind warning in effect for the Sierra crest. And how about rainfall? Yeah, we need some rainfall. That'll be moving in around 4 o'clock this evening, and we'll keep that chance of rainfall in the overnight as well. I mentioned the high wind warning for the Sierra crest. Well, how about lake level? Well, for South Lake Tahoe, there is a wind advisory in effect. Expecting those winds to kick up around midday today, be in effect as far as gusty winds in the overnight, and that will expire 4 a.m. Sunday morning. Take a look at those gusts up to 50 miles per hour. The high wind warning kind of kicks it up a notch. Now that's going to be from 6 o'clock this evening to 11 a.m. Sunday, and the requirements for that are gusts at least 58 miles per hour. Again, that will be across some of the ridge tops, so really high up in the Sierra. But if you are going to be driving up there, you might run into some crosswinds, so keep that in mind. What to expect? Again, the high wind warning, gusts of at least 58 miles per hour for the Sierra crest. Rainfall moving in around 4 o'clock this evening, and you'll see a good chance of that from 4 o'clock to 4 a.m. And then a pretty good chance of snowfall moving in 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Also keep in mind there'll be a little rain and snow mix moving in late tonight and early in the morning before genuine snowfall. Snow level around 5,500 feet, and as far as snow amounts, up to 10 inches for the crest and up to 2 inches for the lake level. What about rainfall for us? Well, we're looking at, and this is all based on model data, a few hundredths of an inch moving through the valley. So nothing like the onslaught of rainfall we picked up last weekend, but it is some rain nonetheless. And as you move through the foothills, a better chance of picking up more rainfall. We're close to 1/2 of an inch for Auburn and about 6/10 of an inch for Placerville. High temperatures for today, we're still mild. 62 degrees, that will be forecasted for Placerville, 64 for Jackson, 67 for Arnold, Truckee at 57. And speaking of Truckee, again, you can see those temperatures for the Tahoe area today, upper 50s. Tomorrow, cooler after the passage of that cold front with highs in the upper 40s. And look at midweek on Wednesday, a high temperature just above freezing as another storm system moves in, and we could pick up some snowfall for that for the Sierra as well. Closer to the Bay Area, near 60 degrees in San Francisco today, also near 60 in Vallejo, 61 in Napa, 59 down in Santa Cruz, and 66 in Gilroy. Back to the valley floor, temperatures pretty much on par with yesterday with 67 in Tracy, 70 in Patterson, and 66 degrees in Lodi. And closer to home, closer to Sacramento area, 65 degrees I'm forecasting for Sacramento, 63 in Elk Grove, and 66 in Roseville. 7-day forecast again, so let's kind of bottom line it for you. You will see some clouds for the first half of the day, chance of rainfall moving in late this evening through the overnight, leftover showers early Sunday morning, drying out Monday, and a few showers possible Tuesday. For the Sierra again, the best chance of snowfall will be in the overnight and early tomorrow morning. That is a look at your weather right now. Dina, what's going on?
Tracy, I know you and I are big on the smoothies, and so now we're moving to more heart-healthy foods. And of course, February is Heart Healthy Awareness Month, and so this morning we have registered dietitian Alex Caspero joining us. Welcome back. 8:25 is your time. Well, Valentine's Day is over, but for all the singles out there trying to find someone special, that still might be on your mind.
One way millions of singles are finding love these days is through online dating. But how can you tell if the site you're thinking of joining is legit?
Yeah, that's where we bring you in, Tracy, because you've been doing some research on this.
Yes.
What can you tell
Earlier
us?
this week, we did a story on online dating. So we talked to a young lady who has been dating online. She's had much success. And then we talked to a sexologist that was giving us some advice on if you're thinking about online dating, how soon you should meet that person. And she says immediately.
Right
and
away.
that helps with the match. So right now, can you believe it or not, there are at least 1,500 dating sites available for singles. So that just increases the odds of you finding the perfect mate. And also with the social stigma dwindling and the popularity of online dating on the rise, it seems many of you are throwing your hat in the ring.
You know, different sites deliver different things for different people, and one thing is just to make sure that the site actually is trying to verify its users. Sometimes they can do a Facebook verification, so that also can be very helpful in discriminating one site from another.
That's Dr. Ian Smith. He's an online dating expert, and it's a great reminder that you do have to be vigilant online and take the necessary precautions. Now, you can always, thanks to Google, you can just Google the person a lot of times, and you can see if something information that they gave you matches up with what you find online. Now, here are some interesting online dating facts. If you're thinking about going out there online, eHarmony has 15 million users. Match.com has 21 million users, and a woman's desirability online peaks at the age of 21.
Peaks at that age.
Yeah, that's when she's probably her hottest to guys online.
Wow.
At the age of 26, women have more online pursuers than men. And then when men get to 48, just around 50, they have twice as many online pursuers as women do. So Walt, this is where you come in. What are men most likely to lie about? What do you think?
Oh, for me?
Yeah, for you.
I would say
Everything.
probably at this stage, if I were single, I would think most guys would probably, their age would be one thing.
Age is one of them.
Yeah.
Age, a height, and income. Cha-ching, the money.
Yeah,
See,
that's
but
interesting.
Those things, the height part, once you meet the person,
Right.
and the age.
So I don't know why people fib on that, because eventually, when I meet you, I'm going to know.
Yeah, and when people post pictures of themselves, they usually post that they're 10 or 15 years old, and then you meet the person, and they're like, whoa, check please. You know,
I think people are probably trying to find their most attractive picture, and that's probably why they have the younger
And I know
ones.
Dr. Ian also mentioned if you are going to post pictures of yourself and you are serious about the online dating scene, to post a full body image, because people want to see the real you, and you don't want any surprises when you go on that first date.
And you know what? Don't do a group shot where someone else in the group shot looks better than you.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't you think
Good
Dr.
advice.
Ian was hot? I mean, let's be honest. The authority in that, you're like, so thanks for the questions anyway. Anyway, what's your deal? You know?
Dr. Ian was not bad to look at.
No, I'd have to even agree with you on that. I had a little bit of a man crush on him. Okay, after the break, we've got all of your top stories from around the globe, and that's all coming up.
Yes, along with more firefighter talk, which we love. And also happening today, you can celebrate the Chinese New Year at Hiram Johnson High School. They will ring in the new year of the dog, or the year of the horse rather, with dancing, food, arts and crafts.
And dogs.
And dogs.
Yeah.
And that starts at noon this afternoon.
Man.